Hi, this is Anna, and this is my first vlog for my Cultural Competency Project. I chose to do the MRULE option, which implies that I'm going to be going to the group meetings in our MRULE that's in our building, and for me, I live in Holmes, and so mine is in C101, and we meet on Monday nights from 8:30 to 9:30, I have learned. I've already gone to 3 meetings so far, so I've done a little more than I'm expected to for this video, but I've had a wonderful experience there, and so I just couldn't help but to do more early on, and I plan to go to more for the rest of my college experience. Initially, when I was going there, I was very nervous because my ICA had stopped in my room at the beginning of the school year and told me a little bit about what MRULE was about and just about himself and the other ICAs in the building and how they could be made available to us. And so I knew a little bit about my ICAs and this whole MRULE thing, but I was nervous nonetheless because it's kind of an established group which always meets, so new people are a rare thing to come in. And I was one of those new people, but now I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable. When I first went, I signed in and gave them my PID, and then I went and grabbed a seat, and I was shocked at how small it was at first. There was about 10 people in there, but more kept showing up as the time drew near. And a lot of people came up and talked to me because new people are rare, like I said, and they were really excited to meet me. And I found out that most people in there are actually education majors, so immediately I felt so much relief because I knew that they'd be amazing people and that they'd have super open minds, and so I was super excited. And they just made me feel a bit more comfortable to express my mind and put my opinions out there. So we started our first meeting talking about STEM and women in STEM and gender issues and stuff like that. But before we started, we did some icebreaker games, and those definitely helped me loosen up, as they do every time I go now, because it's always a little nerve-wracking still. But yeah, everyone in there just makes you feel really comfortable, and they really want to hear what you have to say. So that's really reassuring. We talked about women in STEM and the implications with that, and we're always really open to ask questions, which makes me really happy because I have so many questions and I love to hear other people's perspectives on things, so that was really nice. We also have talked about fake news and laws pertaining to transgender peoples, especially in schools and things like that, so that was especially pertinent to my career, which I was, of course, really involved in when the conversation came up about that. But I think most of all, although I was uncomfortable to start, I'm very glad that I have done this so far, because I've met a lot of people who think like me and a lot of people who don't think like me, which is probably my favorite part, because people are challenging me to see from new perspectives, and that itself is very hard because sometimes we can be so set in our ways, and we can think that we have everything all figured out and that our opinions are set in stone, but that's not always true. And I love when people push me to see their point of view, because in things like politics and religion and all those things that we talk about, there is no right answer or anything that is set in stone, and it's all just based on everyone's perspective. And so I really like that people push me to see beyond my focus and my point of view, because there really are so many different ideas out there and some things I've never even heard of, and so that challenges me to think differently and maybe even change my mind about some things. I'm really looking forward to continuing this experience, and I think it's really going to help me, especially being an urban education major, because, I mean, urban issues are just so pertinent to this group, and it's all this group is about, and it's just really exciting to finally have a place to express my opinions, to hear other people's opinions, and just a place to belong, and it's really somewhere fun for me, so I'm really excited to continue this experience. So yeah, that's about it. See you guys for the next one.